Hey, it's Preston Pugmire with Next Level Life. Today we're going to be talking about how the algorithms in social media basically are the law of attraction and how you can take that and use it in your life. Not just on social media. Let's freaking get into it. Today on the channel we have my best friend, Jake Ballantyne. Tell him who you are, bro.
I'm Jake Ballantyne.
Sweet.
That's who I am.
Covered it. He was in here watching us film, and he had this really cool insight that I wanted to talk about, which is how the social media algorithms really are the law of attraction. Go for it, man. Let's have this talking. Let's talk.
Well, it absolutely is the law of attraction. You think about it, whatever it is that you are focusing on social media, if you are commenting on a particular person's post, you're going to see that person more often. If you are commenting on positive and you're interacting with positive posts and positive channels and positive profiles, Facebook is going to suggest more of those positive. Same thing with YouTube. If you're watching Instagram, a bunch of positive things, you're going to get more positive. If randomly, like let's just say it's something that you don't necessarily believe in, you have a cousin that says, hey, check out this video, you watch something that is not your norm. You watch something that's not your norm, let's say it's on politics or it's on religion or whatever it is, you watch that thing, then all of a sudden you start seeing those pop up. You start seeing more of those kinds of things. And this just works exactly like in our lives.
Yeah.
Whatever it is that we focus on, we see more of. And the social media algorithms are just doing that for us. But our mind works the same way.
So if you are going to watch a video on YouTube, like a little bit ago I was doing some stuff I do woodworking in my garage, right?
Ron Swanson.
I'm Ron Swanson.
True.
So, but I was watching a lot of videos that I normally watch on YouTube, and then I watched like 2 or 3 videos about this way to set up a table saw. And then all of a sudden, I start seeing all these videos that are suggested to me about other woodworking projects and how to set up this saw, how to set up a wood shop in your garage, all these different things. And I started suggesting them. And then I was like, oh, that is interesting. And then I click on that, and then that would feed into it even more. And then pretty soon, my YouTube suggestions all became woodworking stuff. Yeah. And I had to go in and like deselect some of them so that I would get less of those. But all it was doing was feeding into what I was focusing on and what I was giving energy to on YouTube. And that does that in our life.
Totally.
Have you ever had a really, really great day and you're like, man, I just can't lose today. Everything's going right. It's because you're looking for things to call a win. You're looking for things to be happy about.
Yeah.
Because you're stacking. Yeah.
I just think we look for evidence of what we believe. We've already chose what we believe.
Write it down. We've already chosen what we believe, and we look for evidence to support that.
Now, if something major happens or we start going on a philosophical journey, maybe we're in a transitional mode, and that happens. But for the most part, day to day, you've already chosen this morning whether you're going to have a good day or a bad day.
For the most part, yeah.
You really have. You've made a decision. Yes, there's sometimes extenuating circumstances. That's not what I'm talking about. But you've decided at the beginning of the day that you're going to own this day or you're not going to own this day. You're either going to act or be acted upon. Dude. And you get to choose that. And now you look for evidence. You look for evidence of, is this a good day or is this a bad day? And I can take the same things and I can say it's good or it's bad. You know, I was having this conversation with my wife recently about my grandmother who passed away at 92 just about a month and a half ago. She lived a life where she had rosy-colored lenses on her glasses. You know, what she talked about her life, she talked about how beautiful her life is and how wonderful all these things are and the most beautiful times in her life. But here's the thing. I could tell all the same stories that she talks about. She talked about the most wonderful time of her life was right after my grandfather got out of the military. They were going to college, and they lived in a 1-bedroom apartment with 4 children. And she said that was the most beautiful time in her life. At the same time, I could have said, she could have said, we got out of the, we were in the, my husband went away to the military. I didn't see him for 2 years because of World War II. And then we had that. And then we finally had, got together, had kids. And then we lived in this tiny place. And then we did this and all of those things.
You could look at it a very different way.
I could tell her life with the same facts and make it sound bad, but she chose to make it sound good.
Dude, so in your life, what is the algorithm of the universe? What is it showing you? And what are you clicking on with your thoughts, with your focus, with your energy? It's a perfect story, man. Because everybody understands how, like, oh, I click on this and it shows me more of that. I like this, I comment on this and it shows me more of that. Because that's the world we live in, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, that kind of stuff. But in your life, it's basically the same thing. Replace pardon this analogy, but replace Mark Zuckerberg with the universe, right? And what is the universe going to show you more of? What are you clicking on in your day-to-day life? What are you commenting on? What are you commenting on, man?
Yes.
Day to day.
Can I give one actionable step?
I'll allow it.
Thank you very much. If you say, I hear this all the time, social media is so negative. I see nothing but negative on Facebook. I see nothing but negative here. I see nothing but negative there. I don't. Most of my news feed is nothing but positivity.
Me either.
Yeah, exactly. Like what it comes down to is whatever you're giving energy to, you're going to see more of. So if right now you think, hey, my Facebook feed or whatever social media platform you're using is all negative, what I'm going to encourage you to do is stop commenting on anything that's negative. If it's negative, just don't comment on it. You might see something and you go, I completely disagree with that. Great. Here is how you're going to keep it in your life. Give it energy and it will continue to stay in your life. So if you don't want it, just don't make comments on it anymore. Make a conscious decision for the next 2 weeks to not make a single comment on something that's negative and make a comment on everything that's positive. Your news feed will drastically change. And in 2 weeks, you will see nothing but positivity.
Also, that's friggin' brilliant. Second thing is, go through your Instagram. And any post that doesn't inspire you or educate you or excite you or give you like, oh yeah, I'm glad I saw that. Any post that doesn't do that, unfollow that person. Straight up, man. Just unfollow that and get rid of all the drama associated with like, oh, they're gonna see I unfollow it. No, look.
We get to curate. We can curate our life.
Dude, think of how often you pick up your phone and scroll through it. Just in your life, how often do you open up those platforms, those sites, those apps? If you are not getting inspired or educated or excited or uplifted by those things, then don't let it into your life. I don't see anything on my Instagram feed that doesn't excite me, inspire me, or uplift me, because I have gotten rid of all of those things and I shifted the way that I see not only my life, but myself, my feed, my everything. Like, it's all the law of attraction, and it's all what you give energy to. There's a lot of other videos on this channel. I want you to comment below with whether or not you have actually done this. Have you ever experienced this, or are you doing it right now? What are you committed to with your feed, with the things you're giving energy to and commenting on and following? Put it down below. Like, what are you committed to and what have you experienced? I want to know what you are learning from your own experiments with life and with social media, with this stuff in particular. And you can watch these videos, you can watch any of the other videos on this channel about how to design your life intentionally. You can go down, click below, get my blueprint. It's called the 6 Steps to Getting Anything That You Want in Your Life. And it's all for free. Go for it. Do it. Be awesome. Live a next level life. Boom. Yo, it's Preston Pugmire on the Next Level Life channel. No, it's Preston Pugmire channel. Whatever. Try it again.
And me either. Yo, about the not seeing the thing. Yes, cut that out, because I forgot. I heard